Can you tell me more about Form3?
Form3 started 3 years ago. It's a cloud-based payments platform that enables all kinds of regulated institutions worldwide, globally, I would say, to easily access payment schemes that facilitate account-to-account transfer. I think we started off in the UK. We've enabled easy access to faster payments, BECs. We've actually brought more companies live on faster payments than any of our other competitors combined. And now we're attempting to do the same in Europe with instant SEPA and traditional SET and direct debit, which we will be bringing 2 banks live already in the December slot. So we were basically hired to kind of speed that up, basically. So we set up an office in Amsterdam. So we have boots on the ground. And yeah, that's the goal, basically, to get everybody live on instant.
So you're based Amsterdam, UK. Where else do you have your offices?
Yeah, so for now we have an office in UK and Amsterdam. We have people actually around Europe because we have very high standards on our developers. So I mean, it's a 2 fintech companies, so most of the people are developers actually, engineers. And because we have high standards, we decided to really implement a working from home policy, basically, which enables us to hire people.
Save money on the office.
Well, that as well, because we're located in central London, obviously. But it also allows us to hire the best people, I would say, across Europe. So we have several people in Spain, for instance, Poland, basically across Europe.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what makes Form3 different? Because everybody's doing payments, so it seems,
everything,
at Sibos.
That's true. I think because we're relatively new, we've been built with the latest technology, obviously. We're truly built with a cloud mentality, right? So a lot of other companies claim to be cloud launched and cloud native, but we've actually been built with nothing else in mind. So we have a very robust, scalable platform that was built thinking about processing billions of transactions basically a month. And I think because of the ease of the API and implementation, we truly believe in one API and simplifying things as much as possible for everybody to kind of get access to these schemes. Because traditionally, if you would start a fintech or a neobank or regulated instance, you would have to always resort to implementing with the traditional bank to access those schemes, which implementation is the bottleneck of all these companies because it will take them, months and months and years and be really expensive and cumbersome because you yourself built this like really fancy technical platform, but you would still have to connect to a legacy platform.
Right.
And so we would be able to facilitate these guys and help them go live at super fast pace, basically.
Your customers are businesses?
They're regulated companies, basically. So it's credit institutions, which is basically sometimes banks, lenders, FIs, it could be payment service providers, e-money institutions, so e-wallets, anybody really. That's regulated basically because we don't touch the funds. We're just a technical platform basically in the middle.
I see.
So you implement directly into the scheme, so you're really close to the payment scheme, which also offers several advantages. We're very transparent. We simplify the messaging for you. And sometimes you can partner up with a partner bank, for instance, to handle your liquidity. But in essence, we're kind of the cleanest, leanest solution for you to get access to the schemes.
What's the future like? So what is your kind of, what's
your
5-year plan?
Yeah, so I think the future is in instant payments. Right, so globally, I think every young person is used to having everything instant. And I think, well, looking at Sibos at the event where we are now, instant is still far off for a lot of big banks, right? Everybody thinks they don't need it because it's a trend that basically goes bottom up, right? So all these neobanks started implementing it as the standard. And now I think because of the popularity and young people getting older and then demanding this from their corporate bank as well, basically, or for their bank that their wages get deposited into and everything, I think this will kind of drive Form3's progress, I think, in Europe, in the UK and worldwide, because we have a instant first philosophy, so we always implement the instant scheme first wherever we go, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, it is.
So what's your plan for Sibos?
So at Sibos, I'm trying to evangelize instant payments as well as going cloud. It's getting a lot of traction, I feel. So people are now, I think a few years back, people weren't even taking it seriously. I think a lot of big banks are now taking it more seriously, taking a look at it. And I think it will be a couple of years before they really start adopting it because it's hard going from legacy batch-based payments that actually don't process in the weekend, right? Everybody's so used to banks not processing in the weekend and instant is always on 24/7. So you would have to do a lot of work, which is pretty cool, but it's something that we can help out with.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest topics on here, it seems, this new standard, ISO 2022 something?
Yeah.
Too many zeros in there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know. So this is something that...
Does it affect you in any way?
Well, it affects our customers.
Right.
So customers would always be affected by new ISO standards because they would have to adjust some of their back office in the messaging. But this is something we traditionally shield our customers from. because we kind of absorb all the changes. So we make adjustments to our platform so that you wouldn't have to do anything. So this is something we standardize messaging, and we shield you from all these kind of ISO certifications in the future as well. So this is another benefit of Form3.